Today we're going to build a bunch of Jupiter trading bots, and Jupiter is an exchange, essentially a decentralized exchange. And you can see here, everybody is trading over here on Bird Eye. If I go to Bird Eye here, I can open this up and you can see some of these tokens go crazy. So it is what it is. And I've built a lot of algos here now in the last few months for Jupiter specifically, and we're going to continue with that. So I'm going to do a little bit of my process here, which is the automated trading process, and that's explained here, I believe. And essentially, whenever I want to automate my trading, the first thing I do, if I have like a strategy I want, well, then I don't really need to research the strategy. I kind of have a strategy in mind today. We were doing some back testing back in the day, and I kind of want to evolve a strategy that we have. It's a pretty simple strategy, but if you don't have a strategy, then you can read papers on Google Scholar. It's for like PhDs and stuff. Much smarter than me or you probably. Well, maybe not you. You're probably really smart, but much smarter than me are writing about ideas, trading strategy, pieces of strategies, things that you can really generate alpha from. So you can read papers all day long and then backtest them with good data. So use backtesting.py in order to backtest any trading strategy. So a backtest is seeing, hey, does that strategy actually work in the past? If it doesn't work in the past, why would we build a bot for it, right? So, you know, most people want to run straight to the bot, which I will be showing you today, but I just want to make this kind of disclaimer here. In reality, you want to research to find a good strategy. Maybe you have a good strategy because you're a trader already. And you want to backtest to see if that strategy actually works, and then implement it to a trading bot. So what I'm going to do is do that. 777 to everybody here. Much love to everybody. I am going to go ahead and show this entire process here today. So I want to just go and we're going to start with a back test because I have a back test here for just random tokens on Jupiter. And I want to make sure that they still look good because a few months ago they looked good, but the data is so small over there. It's kind of sketch the back test over there, to be honest, because these tokens here, there's not enough data. And a real back test, when I say good data, I mean good, like long, like years on end, and this is a little sketch, so we'll see. But I'm excited. 777 to everybody. Shady, I see you out there on YouTube. He says, mind talking about MEV? It's a hard one to build. Is your all your code? Super from Twitter says all your code in the bootcamp? Yes, most of my code is in the bootcamp. I show everything that's in the bootcamp on the bootcamp page. There's a link for that somewhere around here on my YouTube. It's just where I teach everything step by step. Yo, Hungry Fortnite 777. Good to see you, bro. Says it's the first time making the stream. I'm so happy that you're here, dude. Every day at 8 a.m. we go hard. So keep calling in sick because this is better than your job. I'm just playing, but thanks for coming. I hope you feel better, bro. I'm going to go ahead and figure out where those Jupiter bots are because we actually started on this already. So I'm going to go ahead here and pull up my GitHub desktop that is not accessible to everybody. Sorry, bro. I show everything here on video so you can have it all. But I don't have a GitHub, a public GitHub at least. Okay, let's go over here to our thingamathing. And we're going to go over here to main soul tape. Do we have backtest in here? We don't. So that's not it. All right. So I'm just going to search for my thing. And while we do that, let's see what's going on in the markets here today. I haven't really looked today. So just got done with a little workout. You can see these are liquidation points. Looks like this $81 million liquidation, if bought there, you know, a little thing, but I don't know. This looks like a lot of liquidations here. So, you know, all of my ideas are not necessarily right. They're just ideas. And that's the fun part about this is, you know, I'm just a regular dude like you trying to find alpha in the market. And when I do, I backtest and then automate it. And some things aren't backtestable. Like today's stuff isn't super backtestable, but it's okay because I'm still going to backtest it. Why, my guy? Because I want to see how it does. I want to see how it does now. Okay, sick. Here we go. Here's a back test of something. This isn't it, a back test, but this is. Here's the 4 hour. Okay, sick. Let's go ahead and I said this one is running the 4 hour strategy, returns 95%, when buy and hold is negative 17%. I updated this to have a stop loss and take profit because it was better results. This is derived from backtest in trading algos by Moondev. File with stop loss, but key here is we're using 2x lev. Should be fine because the worst trade is negative 9%. Okay, so this is actually a bot. So we might already have what I wanted to build. Not necessarily though. There's more I want to add to it. So I want to go, great notes, Moondev. Jeez, this is exactly where I want to go now. I'm gonna go get that code. Wow, I've never been so proud of myself. That is amazing. Trading bots, trading algos by Moondev. Open in Visual Studio Code. Sick, dude. GI. These should be back tests with SMA 4-hour stop loss. Bro, how did I set myself up so nicely here? I don't know. That's some good notes. Notes really kill it, B. Wait, I can't even find it yet, but trading algos by Moondev. File is with SMA 4-hour breakout. Oh boy, I got excited. Backtest. Dog with hat. It's a sketch backtest to be honest, but that's why I want to test it more. I want to test it with different coins on Jupiter. So I was doing with dog with hat, but dog with hat is a what do you call it? Survivorship bias maybe. So I just want to make sure. I haven't tested this in a while. It's been a couple months, honestly. So you can see here the return is 80% while the buy and hold is negative 17%. But this says 95%. So maybe I have a different one here. Oh, here it is, 95%. Okay. But this one has a stop loss and a take profit of 5% and 4%. This one has a stop loss and take profit of nothing. Oh my God, this is the simplest strategy in the world. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run these two first. And then we can get to the bot. The bot is already, looks like it's already partly completed. So that's awesome. It makes sense because been running some similar things. Let's go ahead here and open this up. I'm gonna get some new data here, so I need to get data. This is Gucci. I hope everybody's doing great today. Much love to you, 777. Throw those 777s in the chat if you are live today. We go live every single day. Every single day, B. Every single day. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. cousin. 8 a.m. So I'm gonna get some whiff here, and I should get on the 4-hour. And I don't know how many bars we can get, but I want all of them. Fetching data, perfect. So it's fetching data for me, and it should go ahead and output it into the right column, or should output it here to whiff 4-hour 50,000. With 4-hour 50,000, boom, revealing finder. I put all of this data source here in the bootcamp too. So in the Discord, you have access to it. So if you're following along, don't trip, B. You got it. Okay, so here's the new data here with 4-hour. Let's say copy path. Make sure the data are same columns. Okay, just before, I know there's people jumping in here. I'm building some Jupiter trading bots here today. I'm following the RBI system. I only follow this system because this is what took me so long to build in my mind, because when I started algo trading, I went right to the bot. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna build a bot. I just want to learn. I just want to go. And then I got wrecked. So I'm trying to get you not wrecked. Spend your time here. I had somebody email me today saying, yo, I only got a couple $100. Like, what bot should I run? Well, I'm not going to tell you that, dog. I'm not going to tell you what bot to run, but I will tell you spend your time right here in the research of strategies and backtesting, because if you find a bunch of backtests, your confidence level will be very high with those backtests, and then you can use a tiny portion. Like if you have a couple $100, use $10 max on implementing your bot after you find winning backtests, right? Because now you have all the confidence that, hey, this should work in the future. It's not guaranteed, but then you're only using a small portion of your stack. In reality, if you only have a couple $100, you got to go earn some money. No offense, but you know it's gonna be hard to grow a couple hundred into wherever you're trying to go. All right, let's go ahead and copy path here and say 4 hour. Let's try all these honestly. So this is just a simple moving average crossover. But what's cool is like there's not many people trading algorithmically here on Jupiter. So last time I checked, this actually did well. You saw it was 80% or something. Here, what was the return? 95%. Dang, I shouldn't have done that though. I'm gonna go back. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna make a new file. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put the date here on this file here, and I'm gonna say June 11th. That is 6/11. 4 hour with .py. Let's paste it in, and then let's bring in that new data that we just got. It's right here. You see all the code already, so this isn't like a in-depth or hard strategy. Optimizing between 10 and 50. Okay. Let's delete this. Updated for June 11th. Okay, and let's put that path in here. Did I do that already? I think I did. Yep. Okay, let's run it and see if we can get it going. Probably gonna be an error, but oh, here's optimization. Look at that. Cool. This doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. Set multiprocessing. On the T flow, I think maybe I was on quant, but I don't see why that would be different. So cannot reindex. Let's look at the data. Let's look at this data. Let's look at that data. Looks Gucci. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just ask Lexi. See if she's awake. Good morning. You still awake, Lexi? Lexi, baby girl. Good morning. All right, let's go ahead here and check that out. Copy that. Above is my code. Above is my error. Below is my code. So 6/11 4 hour. Let's copy that code. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So let me go ahead and get this over here. On Friday, I'm going to be showing you how to launch your bots to the cloud. So that's only going to be for inner circle people. So on Fridays, I do an inner circle thing where I either catch up what I did all week or I go over something really cool. So it's only for the people closest to me, though. You got to apply to it. Based on the error message shared, it seems that there's an issue with the duplicate labels in your data frame when trying to reindex. This is just a simple moving average, and it's always a good place to start because it's easy to do. It's not guaranteed to work, and there's high fees. So, you know, be careful with it. I always like to start from simplicity, though. Dang, multiprocessing, set fork. Do these other ones work? Because last time I checked, I was the man of these streets. Copy path, 4 hour, copy path. Dark with hot. Oh, okay. It's on a different computer. There we go. Okay, so this one's solid. Why does this one work? Must be up with the data then. Copy path. Let's say copy path here. See, this one's 95% return when the buy and hold is 17. But this data is old. Okay, something's wrong with that data then. That's what it tells me. So let's go look at that new data. Maybe it's too much. No. 1223. Maybe there's like a line that's missed or something. I don't know, dude, but smash that Lizzie. Throw that 777. And we'll figure it out, cuz. Yeah, I don't know, blood. Really don't know. Maybe it's because it's saved it like that or something. So we'll figure it out. Let's see if this new one works with the old data here. 4 hour, copy path. Look at that. It's a data error. That's for sure. Okay. So we know that. What's the difference of this new data on the side here and this data that just proved to work? That's the question, cuz. I need to know. Let's just go ahead and look at it. Nothing looking different. Open, high, low, close, volume, support. Open, high, low, close, volume, support. 1222. What you see? Anything? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. This is crazy, B. Matic Plays says how much minimum profit we can make off these bots per day. It's unlimited, honestly. Just depends on what your strategy is, cuz. You got to have your own strat, though. You got to figure out your own strat. Let's see here. Yo, Detective Vision says, bro, Google Scholar is a gem. Thank you so much, honestly. Yo, it's my pleasure, B. I'm going to continue to show you what I think is the best resources for anything and everything every single day. So I'm so glad you're here, dude. He says Detective from YouTube says, I'm using this every day. When he's talking about Google Scholar. He says, thank you so much, bro. Damn, dude. Hungry Fortnite says, nah, G, F work. I gave him 3 years of my life for 27 an hour. Hey, that's kind of nice though. I don't know. I haven't tapped in on hourly jobs in a minute, but back in the day it was like, I don't know, 12 bucks, 10 bucks. But yeah, F work, bro. Build your own empire if you're up for it. Matic Play says, how much time will it take to complete your boot camp? The boot camp is where I teach everything step by step. Every day I'm just working here live on YouTube and Twitch. So if you can't keep up, it's all caught. You can get all caught up in the boot camp. You don't have to join, but there's 100% money back guarantee always. And immediately we send money back if you have something else come up. Like some dude today had hit us up and was like, yo, I just have too much to do with work and I didn't realize it. So we just refunded it instantly. It's always instant refunds because I only want people in here that absolutely crush it. And I totally understand that I'm a random dude on the internet. So I want you to feel safe with that money back guarantee. It says 30 days, but I'm gonna honor that pretty much forever. So Hungry Fortnite says, if you know Python, you can finish the bootcamp in a week. Yeah, I mean, it's 15 days, but if you don't know Python, it's just going to take a little bit longer. I teach how to code in Python. Python is a coding language, how to code for Python for automated trading specifically. So it might take a little bit longer for sure. But, you know, Hungry said that if you know how to code, then you can do it faster. Okay, what is going on here, my dude? Maybe I'm gonna try this first. Maybe this will fix it. So how many segments is that? This is all the way to 2, 4, and it's 300 lines. 300 lines, 296, but 300, and that was till 2/9. Okay, it's June now. Oh boy. So that's 4 more 300s, and 4 more 300s equals 1200. So I need 1500 lines, and is this maybe duplicating them? Because this is 10,000 lines. Yeah, this is duplicating them. Or something. No. Got it. See that? Look, it duplicated it. Just gonna delete all that. Get out of here. So that's the hyperliquid data. And it duplicates itself. It looks like I gotta fix that. But if you're watching this and you use the data that I showed in the bootcamp, just be wary of that. You know, I put too many bars essentially. But now it should work. So let's copy this path. And remember, when I ran this in February 9th, the 4-hour was, the return here was 95%. And the buy and hold was negative 17%. So I'm curious to see 4 months later. Wow, time flies, B. Time flies. Hey, throw a 777 in the chat if you've been here since February. Probably nobody. Y'all can't keep up with me, B. I wish you could. I love you so much and I wish you would, honestly, but I don't know why you don't come every day. Where are you? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I missed you so. So now that we have the fixed data here, we'll go ahead and say copy path. Okay. And then we'll go to the 611. We just had some dupe data. Okay. It's looking good now. Let's run it. There we go. Expectancy is 15.4. Same amount of trades. That's weird. I must have not changed it. I didn't change it. That's my bad. It's like, how is it going to be the exact same thing, dude? I don't know. That is weird to me. Well, it's usually a MoonDev error. That's what I love about coding, bro. For real, for real. I got nobody to respond to. I got nobody besides myself. It's amazing. I love it. I love it here so, so much. I ain't got no customers. I ain't got no nothing, B. This is just all me and the code until I get to where I need to go with my algos, B. So every single day, I'm going to keep showing it. Every single day. I'm going to keep sending you love, dog. Let's run it. See if this got better or worse. The expectancy went down tremendously. There's 73 trades now. The Sortino is 320, which is nuts. Exposure time is only half. Return is 1,300%, while the buy and hold is 887, cousin. Let's ramp up this fee to account for slippage. Let's ramp up this fee big time. What 0.2%? Let's do 1%. Gee, that's gonna F it up big time. I think that's a little high, but you know, might as well. Might as well put it on hard mode, cousin. So still better. That's awesome. It's interesting the number of trades went down. I wonder why. I wonder why. I don't know. Why would the number of trades go down when I change the commission? Let's go back to that just to see it. You can see the number of trades is here, 36. Okay. There's a bunch of errors. They're just warnings. Now it went to 73. Hmm. Interesting. Play around with this a bit. Optimize 20 through 45. Interesting, dude. This is actually super interesting. So why is it so interesting that the trades are changing? I think it's because the SMA period is changing. Because look at this. If I go back 10, let's say 5. No, let's say 10. So you can see it was 36 before. 36 trades. Now it's 73. But then when I change the commission to something high, like 1%, that's tough. That's a high commission B. So nobody's gonna charge you a percent per trade, but you know when you're trading on Jupiter, there's slippage, so I just throw it in there. Worst trade is 10%. Nice. You can see the SMA period now is 37. What the heck? That's so weird. Because when it's this, it's 73. I'm going to ask GPT because I think that's super interesting. It's a super interesting thing that I haven't really come across. Okay. Oh, this is my inner circle. If you can find this page somehow, it's on my resources page at the bottom of the website. But on Friday, we're going to show something crazy that everybody's been asking for. So if you can apply and get in there, that's on you, though. That's on you, though. If you can figure it out, you're smart, though. Okay, so here's my back test. Above is my back test for the below code. When I'll do it in caps. The question I have for you is why when I change the commission to 0.01 does the SMA period optimization change? Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, it's because it's a higher. Wait. I'm not gonna jump to conclusion. I'm just gonna let AI tell me. But I think I got it. I'm not gonna jump to conclusions because AI is smarter than your guy. I'm sorry you're watching me when AI is actually smarter than me. But it's probably smarter than you too, dude. It knows everything. I just know some things. Okay, so 0.1 does the SMA period optimization change to 37 as shown below, and also the number, well, I know why that number of trades goes way down too. To me, that doesn't make sense when all I'm changing is the commission. Please enlighten me. Okay, here is the code for the change to 0.01 commission. Let's see it, dude. Come on. Speed it up, B. Come on, come on. You're going too slow. It's not Monday no more. Let's go. Wake up, B. Wake up. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's time. It's time, dog. It's time. It's time to roll. Good morning. Good evening. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's go ahead and run it, dog. When you change the commission to from 0.002, which is 0.2% to 1%, it significantly impacts the results of your backtest, including the optimal SMA period and number of trades. Here's why this happens. Increased costs. Higher commission rates increase the cost of each trade. This can eat into profits from trades, especially those with smaller margins, making some trades unprofitable. Fewer trades. Due to the higher commissions, the optimization process might find that fewer trades are more profitable. As a result, it selects a longer SMA period, which typically generates fewer signals, to reduce the frequency of trades and thus the impact of commissions. Change in optimal parameters. The optimization process aims to maximize the final equity while considering all costs, including commissions. While higher commissions, the algorithm might shift to parameters like a longer SMA period that minimize trade frequency and consequently the total commission costs. Okay. Example analysis. This makes sense. Let's analyze the original and updated backtest. So you can see the original one with 0.002 commission. If it can get that low of commission, then it's going to say, hey, use the SMA 11. Just a simple SMA crossover. Max drawdown will be 54%. Heavy B. It's heavy. Sharp ratio trash. But when you update it to 0.01, which is 1% commission, and that is to account for the Jupiter, you know it. You know what I'm talking about, B. The Jupiter slippage. The slippage on that Jup. If you trade more on Jupiter, you die more. So chill out, dog. Relax. It says when it's at 1% commission, 37 is the SMA. It's interesting. So choose your demon. Why the differences appear? Optimal SMA period changes. With low commission, 0.002, a shorter SMA 11 is optimal because frequent trades are less costly, allowing the bot to capitalize on more trading opportunities. With high commission, the longer SMA period, 37, is optimal to reduce the number of trades, as each bit is a bit more expensive. As each trade is a bit more expensive. This helps avoid small trades that would be unprofitable due to high commissions. All right, this list showed me. Answer my question. High trades or high commissions, less trades because it's less efficient. And this has an optimizer on it. Seven 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 Mariano. What's up, bro? How are you? Good to see you in here, dude. I mean, I just don't love the strategy is too simple, but it's interesting. This concept of changing the commissions like this. I wonder what the true commission is, like 0.5%. Let's see. Let's play around with this for a bit. Just want to see what's Gucci. So this one also says 37 SMA period. Jupiter or Hyperliquid. I mean, I'm sure there's other options as well, but for me at least, I got two options. And the thing that kills you about Hyperliquid is the the funding. This right here is 10% annualized. How can I, is the hourly funding rate on hyper liquid, how can I account for that in my back test? Assuming the back test data starts 12/22 2023 and ends today 6/11 2024. So 0.001, I believe that's hourly funding. Let's go here. It's annualized. I believe it's hourly over here. You know, some are hourly, some are 4 hours, some are whatever. Let's throw that SMA on. It says 37. Well, it's not, I don't know if that's the one yet, but let's go back to 0.002. It says 11, I believe. Okay, that says 11. Here's all the code just in case you haven't seen it yet. It's just a simple moving average. Obviously, it's like too simple, but it's interesting when you're in a different pond, like a different pond that there's not as many algo traders. It's not as efficient. So, is there indicators on this? Simple moving average. It says 11 right here. So I'll just throw that on real quick. Moving average, cuz. I don't need it twice, son. I clicked it twice. That's why you get it twice, dog. 11. 11. 1 hour? No way. 4 hour, cousin. Okay. So it would be out here and it would have got a trade right there. Trade right here. But it would have closed and got wrecked. Would have closed and got wrecked. But what this does do is it catches that. Catches those moves. And that's what matters, I believe. I want to ask this question though. Here's my code. Yo, Coinbase, put whiff on your freaking thing, dog. What's everybody working on today? What you working on, B? Tell me in the chat, B. Tell me in the chat what you working on, and I want to hear your brain. I want to hear your brain, B. Come on. Let me hear it, dude. To account for the hourly funding rate in your backtest, you need to adjust your position's value hourly based on this funding rate. Here's an updated version of your code that includes this modification. Cool. Cool. Let's say 6/11 4 hour. 4 hour with funding. Oh my god, that's funny. With funding. You get it? You get it, B? You get it? Funding with, get it, bro? You get it? With funding. 4 hour with funding is what I named the file. That's so funny. You're so funny, Munda. Why are you so funny? And nobody asked you to be this funny dog. Relax. Relájate. Relájate, Bobby. All right, let's go ahead and run this one. And this one is going to be with funding. If we can get it going. I'm going to take another approach because I wish we could see a chart of the funding, right? Now it's on you to put in a more intricate strategy if you want that. Would have caught this whole run and would have been out here. All right, let's do a, I'm gonna remove this one. I'm not gonna do with funding. Let's do let's test different time frames. 6:11, 1 hour. I think the answer that is needed here is this, as I'm thinking in my head, is what is the true slippage and cost of turning over a position, the position every 4 hours? And it's not going to be every 4 hours, but I'm curious about that on Jupiter. On Jupiter versus Earth, it said. Oh my God. Wow, 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 wow. Let's go ahead here. That's a question I want to answer. This will change things dramatically. This changes things dramatically. If the cost is 0.002, then 11 SMA is good. If cost is 0.01, then 37 is better. When does it break? Say 2%, because, well, you know, if you're trading on Jupiter, you know. You already know. So I feel like it breaks here. I mean, it breaks past, it's worse than buy and hold. But the buy and hold drawdown is tremendously higher. If you look at WIF here, and I get it, this is like survivorship bias. Like, I understand the problems with this, picking out this token, but you know, whatever. Do you be? You can slice this pie however you like. With Binance, okay, that's not the one. Let's go to the real WIF one, the one that had it from the start. I think it was Mexi. Yep, there we go. So the true drawdown of this was this here in January. Like, I would, you know, this is a wick, so I'm not going to draw it all the way down. Well, I mean, it's not crazy. It's not super crazy, but it drawed down 60%. And here it's 58%. So it's not different. So I feel like this model breaks at 2%. Because at 1.5, let's see how it does. 753. Less of a drawdown than the 60%, but like, say 1, 2. 36. Still lower. So honestly, I think it breaks at 1%. 1% is the cap commission / slippage. So if it costs more than 1% slippage, then the model breaks. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yo, like, I know on Hyperliquid you can get that. Okay, I know that. Okay, but then the funding rate is a tricky thing because it fluctuates. So I want to go here and say, hey, dude, above is my backtest. Below is my code. How, without implementing it into the code, walk me through what a $11% annualized funding rate would do to this strategy. The funding rate is what the what I would be paying to hold the position. It charges me hourly, but the annualized is above. I don't want to code this out. Just send me a Python file math model to model this out. Okay. Let's make a new file here. Well, actually have this one here. Well, let's go ahead and say 611. Yeah, 611 modeling funding.py. So if you don't know the funding rate, it's where the longs or the shorts, they pay each other to keep the market doing what they need to do. Somebody asked me today, why are you so bullish on Hyperliquid? I'm not bullish on Hyperliquid. I'm not bullish on any exchange. All exchanges are just a venue. They're just a venue. I don't care where I trade. It's just a venue to trade. And I don't really trust any exchange. No offense to Hyperliquid. I love Hyperliquid, but I'm not bullish on them. I'm not bullish on any exchange after FTX happened. I don't look at exchanges as my friend. They're not my friend. I'm not friends with any exchanges. That's why I don't take any promotions from exchanges. Nothing, no. I am not bullish on any exchanges. Exchanges are the enemy in my mind. They're just a tool. They're a tool to use, but you can see they have all this stuff up here that like the funding rate, like they're a tool. They're not on our team though. They're definitely not on our team. And you can prove that by going over here to stats. This is how I can prove that no exchange is on our side. Okay, look at the total volume. It's been growing. Okay. Open interest, growing. More people on the exchange. Great. But then you scroll down to here. Look at this. Liquidations growing. Who wins on liquidations? The exchange does. Traders net P&L. This is why you don't trade by hand, dude. Look at this. Traders net P&L on the exchange is straight down. Straight down. The only people that win, in my opinion, are the exchange owners and people who can craft an edge automatically. So, you know, me and you, if you figure out how to do this stuff. I show you how to do it every single day. If you want me to hold your hand through it, I'll show you step by step in the bootcamp. But I'm weary of all exchanges. I'm not bullish on any exchange. I'll never promote it. I'll never promote an exchange. I'll never take offers from exchange. They hit me up every day. They hit me up every day. They're like, Moondev, please, 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 please build an algo for my exchange. I built an algo for Hyperliquid because it was new, decentralized ish, and that's my only reason. And I had access to it, but that's about it. So I'll never like suggest you use the exchange because I'm not trying to get up in that FTX drama. B. Okay, let's go ahead here and ask her to get the model. Okay, she did. So this should be just a simple math model. Yes. Okay. Sure, let's walk through the impact of an 11% annualized funding rate on your strategy without directly implementing it into the code. The funding rate will be converted to an hourly rate, which will then be used to adjust the equity during the backtest proportional to the time the position is held. Convert annualized funding rate to hourly rate. Good. Which means it charges 11% over the year. There are 365 days. Times 24 hours equals 8,760 hours in the year. And I'm here for 4,000 of them live, showing you everything. Our hourly funding rate is that. Okay, impact on equity. For every hour the position is held, you pay this funding rate on the notional value of the position. This reduces your equity over time if you are holding a position. Oh, nice. It's using Matplotlib. Matplotlib is a nice little library. Wait, yeah, it's right down here. PLT. Pretty. Okay, how do you interpret this? So equity versus equity after funding. Let's update this. So it goes for the whole period. Oh, it is. It's just showing me the dot head probably. Yeah, dot head. Okay, sick. I want to say dot tail though, because this will show the end. Okay, so that just changes it to show the end of the data frame instead of the whole data frame, cuzzo. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't look like a huge impact. Obviously, there is an impact though. And how big? Have it print out. Have the above print out the total amount at the end before funding and after funding costs. Sure, let's update the script to print out the total equity before and after applying the funding cost at the end of the period. We'll add summary print statements. And on Friday, I will be showing for members of not the boot camp, but the inner circle. For members of the inner circle, I will be showing how to put all of your bots on a server, and I'll show you step by step, and you'll be able to launch actually any Python file on that server, which is pretty sick. So if you go to my Notion here, you can apply for that inner circle. So it's only the people closest to me, and I got to keep it tight here. I got to keep it tight. On Friday, I'll show that. Copy. Interesting. Okay, so it's $3,000 on 100K. So that's 3%. That makes sense though. 3% for half a year. 3% for half a year is interesting. It's not bad. The question is, does it stay stable? No, it doesn't. But mm. All right, so at 10%, let's say it's going to be 5%. I mean, it says 3%, but with 4 hour. On Hyper Liquid, the past few times I checked, the funding was 11% annualized, which would come out to like like 3%, like 3 to 4%, 3 to 4% of that thus far. 6 months. I tested this with a simple math equations. That makes sense though. 11%, 4 months. It's been 6 months maybe, but you're only in the market for half that time. So 11, assume 12%. Honestly, assume 15% overall annualized. I think the strategy's in the market half the time. Yeah. Exposure for this strat is 54%. 54%. So it's like we pay 7% per year. Okay, now I want to go ahead and try this on some other Jupiter symbols. Do we have other Jupiter symbols here is the question. Memes probably. KPepe. Popcat. Yep, Popcat's good. Myro. All right, so remember the process of automated trading is this. Research strategies and alpha generation techniques. Homeboy in the chat said that this is what he looks at every day. Google Scholar. His PhD's right about it. So I read as well. That's how I find ideas. Sometimes it's not a like straight up strategy, but sometimes it's just like something that'll trigger something. You know, you have another strategy you're thinking about, like for example, this is like a simple moving average, and we can find one little gold nugget that could change the game on this. I want to try something here actually. To do test a take profit but no stop loss. I like that because then that makes sure that you're selling. Makes sure that you are selling high and not necessarily buying low, but also test divergence from the median. So buy when under the estimate. Now that's changing the entire strategy, but you can see like ideas come. So buy when under the SMA and it's super low or something. Like it's a, yeah, I guess that turns into a capitulation trade. Capitulation trade. Okay, sick. But remember, the process is to research first, then backtest, and we're backtesting right now before we implement it into a bot. I'm working on Jupiter here today, but while I'm working on Jupiter, I'm also looking. Is this token is also on Hyperliquid? I don't know. Is it better to trade there or here? You get wrecked easier here because there's leverage involved, and you're a human being, and I don't want you to go there because you're gonna go ahead and crank this bad boy up high as possible and then get wrecked. So I like Jupiter better. I like Jupiter better because it's spot, and I know you degens out there. I know you don't. You're gonna be like, oh, maybe my bot can run with 5x leverage instead of 2x. So I like showing the Jupiter stuff better. The thing about the Jupiter stuff is mostly trash. So it's like it's a fine line, That's why I've been kind of showing both is like, just be careful and don't get suckered into using leverage here. Like make sure that your backtest can handle it. This can't really handle leverage. There's a 54% drawdown. No, the average, it can handle leverage, but the worst trade is minus 30%. So, anything over 3x leverage, you're going to zero, and this will dramatically change the equation if you do use leverage. So just be careful out there, I'm not your dad. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just showing you. I'm showing you and giving you my thoughts on leverage is sketch, B. Leverage is sketch. Leverage is a tool for the exchanges to take your money faster. Just know that. So be careful. And 2x leverage is a lot, B. That's doubling your money. No need to get to 5, 10, 20, right? I mean, if you got an edge and I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do. I'm just giving you my thoughts with much love. I want you to be here for a long time because these markets are never going away. So I know we can get sped up a lot and we can get into these points where it's like, oh, I need to get rich now. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you want to survive in this market. I know so many people that got in early with crypto and they couldn't make it through these cycles because they used too much leverage. And I see the liquidations here. Oh my God, that was a $6 million liquidation at 2157. What is 2157? Must have been a lot, yeah. 6, 7. About 8 million at 2157. Let's go to BCC. $21. $8 million at key. I just like to mark them, dude. I don't know if it means much, but I'm collecting the data, so I'll be able to tell. I'll be able to tell if it means much here soon. A couple months, I'd say. Now that we have all the data coming in, 777 to you, my friend. Let's go ahead and now test out a different symbol here. Because, just a little robustness testing. I don't know, B. 611, 4 hour. For our, what would we call this one? Others. Testing a, testing a few other symbols on the same strategy. It's just a stupid little crossover strategy. It's okay, bro. It's okay to be simple. I'm a simpleton, B. Let's go ahead here and get that dater. Hey, why do people call it dater is my question. What's up with that? I never understood that. Is that just like an accent or something? Popcat. Popcat. I put it in right here, dude. I'm gonna snag that data here. Make sure you're able to see it all. Okay, there it goes. Wow, they've only have till 428. That's sketch, B. So whatever though. Let's just go ahead and test it. I mean, all of these back tests, to be real with you here in with this little data land is just like, is it even worth it? Yeah, it is worth it, but just know that it's not enough data. It's not enough data. I'm still gonna test it though. So 18, worst trade, profit factor 1.4, expectancy 1.5. Big lick here on BTC, 330K. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, my dude. Buy and hold is 12. Buy and hold is negative 28, and the return is 12 here. Okay, sick. SMA period 10. Pop, cat. So these are all Jupiter algos. These are all, all Jupiter symbols. The question that I need to answer, and I'm going to come back with the answer, is what is the slippage? I mean, I guess I could answer that right now, huh? I could definitely. I could just put some trades in and answer it. So, but that's also is very determined on your size. Like if I'm flipping a bill and you're flipping $10, like your slippage is gonna be smaller. You know what I'm saying? Yo, are we live, yo? 777. Somebody throw the 777 in the chat to confirm we're live. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. Thank you, Fortnite. Thank you, Juris. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Sometimes it's be like tripping over here. Okay, so that's Popcat. Let's go find another one. All right, so let's go ahead and keep it moving here and get that data. Or what do we need? What did we need? Where were we? Okay, here we got Popcat, and then we're going for Bohm. We're going for Bohm data, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and bring that data source over here and call it Bohm. I don't have any bias towards any of these. Well, I ain't gonna say that much, but it is what it is. So fetching Bohm. Okay, now we got Bohm data. The heck is Bohm, B? I don't know. Book of some copy relative path, copy path. Okay. 611, 611, modeling, 611, for other. Yes, other. Let's call this one Popcat here. Popcat. This one we call data path equals Boom. The F is boom, B. Please tell me. All right, let's run it. Profit factor 1. Expectancy 0.1. The return is negative 3%. Buy and hold is 20%. So it does not work on boom. So that brings my confidence levels down. And in reality, I should be consistently testing the SMAs, but this is already janky in my opinion because there's so little data. So I'm just gonna run it up, B. You see, it's not good. Boom's not good. I wonder what that boom chart looks like, to be honest. Boom. Just more sideways, I'm assuming. Yep. So that's why it doesn't work. Because this will get chopped up in the sideways. Looks like it's a 928 here, so I'd like to keep an eye on some things with the stock market opening up here. I want to keep an eye on these liquidations down here and these orders. These should start kicking.